Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm your boy Enigma, and let's get into my top 10 sneakers of 2020, brought to you by Sneakers in the City. Number 10, Space Hippie. Whilst Nike haven't been able to give us futuristic tech like self-lacing sneakers for a reasonable price, the current Nike Adapt range starts at $300 for retail. They did bring a futuristic thinking new line to the masses with a Space Hippie range. The shoes are made from 85 to 90% recycled content, such as plastic bottles, t-shirts and industrial scraps, along with a midsole made from recycled Nike products. Since debuting this year, Nike have released a bunch of colorways. My favorites remain the Space Hippie 03 and 04, with the 03 now worth double its price on the resale market. Expect more big things from the Space Hippie range in 2021. Number 9, Sacai and Nike Vapor Waffle. Okay, straight up, this is a different looking sneaker you'll either love or hate, but the ongoing collaboration between Sacai and Nike has produced pure bangers and big sellers in the resale market. This partnership continued with the release of 2 different initial colorways in black and sail. Trust me, that won't be the last time I mention that color sail, which is basically cream, right? With another 2 colors dropping mid-December. Forget the non-traditional look. The actual design is crazy, with a double midsole, double tongue, double laces. Basically it's 2 sneakers in one, and just from a design perspective, it has to go down as one of the best sneakers of the year. Resale for the first 2 colorways is starting to grow, especially on the black pair, so look out for any Sacai and Nike collabs in 2021. Number 8, Grateful Dead SB Dunk. As I will go on to mention, it's been another stellar year for the Dunk, which has had a bigger comeback over the last few years than Dave Chappelle. And the Grateful Dead Dunk summed that up. Dropping in a pack of 3 colorways, the shoe was inspired by the Grateful Dead Bears logo. And as with most Dunk collabs, the result was something special. Any sneaker that can basically look like you have a neon colored teddy bear on your feet and still look sick definitely needs some respect on its name. Whilst I wouldn't rock them, I can't sleep on the hype when they dropped, and the more limited orange pair are selling for around $3,000 to $5,000 on StockX. Number 7, YEEZY 350 Carbon. Question: do you think if Michael Jordan tried and failed to run for president, had a public feud with his former employee, the NBA, and disowned and then took back his wife, that people would stop buying Jordans? Well, it didn't stop Kanye and the Yeezy brand from having another strong year, as the 350 in particular continued to be a sellout, and without question, the Yeezy Carbon was a colorway that set the bar. Moving away from the earth tones of recent years, that sick grey and black color scheme and milky gum midsole connected big with sneakerheads and led to the Carbon being the biggest selling 350 on StockX in 2020. Honorable mention to my favorite 350 colorway of 2020, which was a Zion, one of my best pickups of the year. Number 6, Off-White Jordan 5 in black. With the success of the previous Off-White and Jordan releases, and with 2020 being the year of the Jordan 5, it was only right that the 2 would combine to create one of the best looking sneakers of the year. The deconstructed off-white style worked perfectly on a Jordan 5 silhouette, with translucent panels and window inserts throughout the shoe, giving a fresh look whilst at the same time keeping the old school vibe that the Jordan 5 brings. A sail colorway also came out to a lot of hype, but it was a black pair that was the undisputed champion of the year of the Jordan 5, with men's sizes starting at around £700 right now on StockX. Number 5, Jordan 4 Fire Red. When you think of Michael Jordan actually playing basketball, the shoes that for most that instantly spring to mind are the Jordan 11 and the Jordan 4. The Bread Jordan 11 colorway remains one of the biggest retros of recent years, and the Jordan 4 and the classic Chicago colorway joined that status of retro grails this year. Whilst the Jordan 4 has seen many recent big releases like the Breads, the What Does, or Travis Scott's, but this colorway hit different for a lot of people, especially those who never got their hands on the version that released in 2012. Any Jordan shoe that comes in those Chicago colors is an instant hit, as shown with the Jordan 1 mid-Chicago toes, which has nearly doubled in its resale value since releasing this year. And putting this color scheme with a Jordan 4 and Nike Air on the back took this sneaker to another level. Number 4, Jordan 13 FLINT. Remember when the pandemic started and it felt like the only things to watch were The Last Dance documentary and Tiger King? Now imagine if Joe Exotic had a signature shoe line and every time he cussed Carole Baskin out, he was wearing a specific shoe. That's what the Jordan 13 was after The Last Dance. Seen in some of MJ's most iconic moments, the OG classic couldn't have picked a better year to drop. The hype for these were crazy, and seeing how close they kept the retro design to the original pair, combined with the rampant Jordan nostalgia at the time, led to one of the biggest sneaker releases of the year and my biggest L of the year. Simple yet elegant at the same time, the resale on these have not been too crazy. You can get a pair for around £50 to £60 over retail, but expect these to go up in value in 2021. Number 3, Jordan 1 Dark Mocha. The poor man's Travis Scott. These were the 5 words that were associated with the Jordan 1 Dark Mocha when we first saw mock-ups of the shoe. Now the shoe has dropped, 5 words I keep hearing are better than the Travis Scotts. The comparison to the Travis Scott Jordan 1s, one of the biggest releases of recent years, was inevitable and planned by Jordan Brand. With a similar colour blocking, the main difference being the black leather around the toe box, creating one of the cleanest and without doubt one of the most hyped Jordan 1s of the year. Resale value continues to grow, and it's more than likely this time next year a pair of mochas will be running you at least 500 plus on the resale market. 2020 was another crazy strong year for Jordan 1s. Instant sellouts, whether by bots or humans, with some bangers like the Biohacks and Midnight Navies. But the Dark Mocha went from the poor man to the top man. Number 2, Chunky Dunky SB Dunk. The resurgence of the Nike Dunk in its many forms continued in a dominant 2020, where the shoe kept the collabs and the colorways coming, with instant sellouts and crazy resale value for basically every drop. And no drop was bigger than the Chunky Dunky. The collaboration with Ben & Jerry Ice Cream was an immaculately designed sneaker, with the iconic Ben & Jerry cow print, blue leather clouds, and the melting ice cream Nike swoosh all coming together to make the dunk of the year, and a year of nothing but great dunks. Resale on these, like most dunks this year, has been off the charts, and those who did manage to cop this shoe have on their hands the sneaker that will likely become the grail of the dunk resurgence. Number 1, Off-White Jordan 4. Virgil Abloh's Off-White collaborations with Nike have now become blockbuster events in the sneaker calendar, and the release of the Off-White Jordan 4 this year was no different. The combination of Abloh's signature off-white aesthetic with the never-ending appeal of the Jordan 4 silhouette in the on-trend cell colorway, in my opinion, made this the best off-white of the year, best air quotes women's sneaker of the year, even though we know the fellas went after these hard, and best Jordan of the year, which of course makes it my sneaker of the year. It's a design that will stand the test of time and feels like a culmination of a lot of the best parts of the off-white designs that have now become grails. Men's sizes are currently going for 1,200 plus on StockX and will continue to rise. And I think in years to come, we'll look back at the Off-White Jordan 4 as one of the best sneakers ever from the now iconic clothing line. Thank you for listening. Let me know what your thoughts or your top 10 sneakers of 2020 were in the comments section. Please subscribe and hit that like button if you can. And look out for the new show, Sneakers in the City, where we'll be looking at the best sneaker releases in the UK, coming soon.